Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby and I'm with Fitness is Medicine. And today I'm going to talk to you about shoulder mobility and posture. So I'm going to show you 6 things you can do to improve your posture and your shoulder mobility. So you may find yourself throughout the course of a day kind of hunched over like this, and your shoulders rounded a little bit forward and your head forward. Or you may see a picture of yourself. That's always the most telling thing. You see a picture of yourself and you think, I stand like that? So I would say the majority of people do kind of have a head forward posture. And when your head comes forward, it automatically pulls your shoulders. So you don't want that to happen. You can create neck pain, you can create shoulder pain, you can create upper back, lower back pain. There's a lot of things that can kind of come into play. And if you are having this pain, this is something you can really focus on. 6 simple things you can do. The first, 4 don't even require any equipment. The very first thing you can do, okay, I'm on my knees, but pretend you're standing. And you may be like this. Your head is forward and your shoulders are rounded a little bit. It may not be very bad yet, but if you notice that, if you look in the mirror and you see that, the first thing you can do is tuck that chin. So we're going to do a chin tuck. We're not looking up, we're tucking your chin. Imagine if you're lying on the floor or up against a wall and you're trying to flatten your neck and back against that wall. So you'll notice if I'm standing like this, the first thing that happens when I do my chin tuck is my shoulders just come back automatically. Our heads are very heavy, and when we have them forward, our shoulders have to compensate to kind of hold it there. So, first thing I want you to do is tuck that chin, and we're going to hold it for 5 seconds and relax. Back to your regular posture. Tuck your chin, make yourself have a double chin. Relax. We're going to hold it for about 5 seconds each time. Now you can do this on the floor, so you can really practice it, or you can do it up against a wall. Really think, give yourself a double chin. The other thing I recommend is doing it in front of a mirror. So watch yourself in that mirror, really tuck that chin, and you'll notice those shoulders automatically start to come back. So if you're here, bring that chin. All right. So we're going to do 3 more. Tuck that chin. Relax. The other thing that happens when you tuck your chin, lots of times I see people kind of walking like this because their shoulders are a little bit forward and automatically you're looking down, so they kind of look up. If you tuck that chin, then all of a sudden you're looking forward, right where you're supposed to be. You can see down, you can see up, you can see forward. Let's do one more good one. Tuck that chin. Okay, now while maintaining that chin tuck, we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So roll those shoulders back. They get stuck in this forward position. Roll them back. And I always tell you, don't bring your shoulders up to your ears. This time it's okay. We're working on that shoulder mobility. So start forward, bring them up towards your ears, and back and around as much as you can. Again, try to do this in front of a mirror, and you'll really see if you have limited range of motion, some people aren't able to get that backwards range of motion. So the more you practice it, the better you can get. We're just working on kind of warming up all of those shoulder muscles. These first few would be really good to do if you have all of this going on, if you have posture and shoulder and neck issues, before you do any type of exercise. Or you can do it when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed. Lots of people complain about neck and shoulder pain at night when they're trying to sleep or when they're trying to drive. Many times we're here on our phones or our computers, or we're cooking, or we're driving. All of these things are here. So we really have to focus on making ourselves bring those shoulders back, bring that chin tuck back. Okay, one more good shoulder roll. All right, the next thing we're going to do is just a simple shoulder blade squeeze. So we talk about this a lot in the exercises that we do with rowing and lat pull and things like that. None of this requires any equipment. All of these things can be done in front of a mirror, especially if you have one of those three-way mirrors in your bathroom and you can really watch. So make sure you're getting that shoulder blade squeeze. So just kind of bring your elbows back like you're gonna bring them together behind your back, and you can leave them down too. It's, whatever comfortable for your arms, but we're really focusing on squeezing these shoulder blades towards the center, squeezing a pencil. So squeeze and relax. These are really important postural muscles. We're working the rear of the shoulder and all of the shoulder girdle and all of the rotator cuff and those rhomboids, all of those muscles, thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades towards one another, squeezing them towards the spine. And these you can do anywhere at any time. You can do them while you're driving. Like you can think about, okay, I'm going to tuck my chin and I'm going to drive. Instead of driving like this, tuck that chin, pull those shoulders back. And like I said, do these in front of a mirror. Do them in your bathroom. These are easy ones to do anywhere, but watching yourself do them, making sure that you have the correct posture. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a goal post motion. So I'm going to have you put your arms like they're on a table next to you. I'm doing these on my knees so I can be as close to the camera as possible, just so you can really see these things. You can do them on your knees, but not a lot of people like to be on their knees. I would recommend either doing them on a fit ball, on the edge of a chair if you need to sit down and do them, like a hard back chair, your coffee table, or standing. Standing is probably the best way to do these. But put your arms like you're going to rest them on two tables next to you. And now all you're going to do is go like this. Pretend you're doing a goal post. So this is rotating those shoulders, working on that rotator cuff, pulling those shoulder blades back, pulling those shoulders back. Now we're also working on that chin tuck while we do this goal post motion. So all 90 degrees, 90-degree elbows, your arms are up 90 degrees from your body, and you're just rotating up. If you have any pain with this, just do a smaller range of motion. You can come to here. So instead of coming all the way up, you can just do part of it. Come to here and come back down. Come to here and come back down. And also, if holding your shoulders out to this position hurts, you can start down here. That's okay. Start a little bit lower and work on that. If you do have this forward shoulder motion, this is going to be hard. You're going to be limited. I can't bring my arms all the way up in this position. So I need my shoulders in their correct anatomical position so I can get that rotation. We're doing this external rotation of your shoulders. And this is going to be a little bit tiring for your shoulders, especially if you hold them there and go nice and slowly, both directions. You may feel that fatigue in your shoulders. If you don't, and you need a little bit more, I'm going to use this band over here. I've got you can wrap it around anything that's about chest or hip height. I'm going to wrap it through my door anchor here. And I'm going to start the same way. So my arms are out 90 degrees from my body, and they're bent 90 degrees. And then I'm just going to pull back like this. Try to keep only rotating here at the shoulder. Your elbows stay in that 90 degree, pull back. If you have any back pain with this, stagger your feet. And remember to keep that chin tuck throughout the entire sequence. So reset. You can also do this in your bathroom. You could close the band in your door and watch yourself in the mirror. This is a really good one to watch yourself in the mirror to make sure that you have correct form. You want to keep your abs engaged so that your back doesn't take over. But like I said, you can alternate legs, but stagger your feet to protect that back. It gives you a little more kind of forward, backwards motion versus your low back having to really engage with that one. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a reverse fly. Now you can either leave this in the door, or you can just do it standing like this. So you're going to start with your arms a little ways apart, and the point is you want to squeeze all the way back. So this is similar to that shoulder blade squeeze. It's going to be the exact same motion. We're adding a little bit more of the resistance here. So arms out straight and pull straight back. Now, I'm keeping my chin tucked. I'm keeping my shoulders down away from my ears. And just squeeze straight back. Reverse fly. Working that rotator cuff and those postural muscles. If you're starting to have any shoulder pain with this, you can do it lower. You can do it here. And you may notice after all of these, you're starting to get a little muscle fatigue, and that's normal, especially if you haven't been working those postural muscles. Just doing that chin tuck when you're not used to being in that position starts calling in some muscles and starts working them. But that's what you want. You want them to be strong enough to work without having to think about it, right? So watch yourself in the mirror. Catch yourself in the mirror. See how you're doing. Look at pictures that people might take of you. People are taking pictures all the time now. So it's easy to find a picture of yourself usually. And photos are usually the most telling. You can always think, ooh, I had really bad posture there. Or, I'm not smiling as much as I should be. Or, wow, I've really put on a few pounds. Or it's always really easy to see in photos when we might not see it on a day-to-day basis. So do these in front of a mirror. Do them in your bathroom or your hallway closet or wherever you have a good mirror. Okay, and the last one we're going to do is a shoulder external rotation. So I'm going to have you, we're going to do that 90 degrees again. Put the band in your hands like this, and then just grab it like you're holding a platter. And then you want to do that chin tuck, have those shoulders rolled back, and you're going to pull your arms apart. Now notice, this is not a very large motion. My elbows are stuck in my sides, and this is really working again on that shoulder stability, that rotator cuff, those postural muscles, the stability muscles that you have that you need to keep that shoulder girdle strong and pain-free. Now, even if you do have shoulder pain, this is a really good one to do that generally does not cause shoulder pain. But you notice, I'm not going very far. It's a really small motion. If you find yourself out here, you're going too far. You're engaging other muscles. Your neck muscles will take over, and your shoulder muscles, all these things. All you want is a 90-degree bend, just like you're holding a platter. Grab that band and just pull very small motion. Keeping that chin tucked, and you'll see my posterior muscles in my shoulder engaging here. And these muscles are going to fatigue rather quickly. I have a very light band here, so they're going to fatigue rather quickly. So maybe do a set of 10, maybe do a set of 5, depending on how your arm muscles are feeling after the rest of these. Okay, so you can do those all at once. They're not going to take you very long, but they're a really good way to start really thinking about that posture and that forward chin. The more you just kind of tuck your chin, and throughout your day-to-day activities, if you think about tucking that chin, it's going to immediately kind of pull your posture into that correct position and hopefully start eliminating any pain that you may have. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. You can go through those a couple times, or again, do those when you wake up in the morning, do them before bed. Especially the first 3 or 4 that I listed here are really good, just range of motion and simple things you can do anytime, anywhere to start really working on that shoulder strength, posture, shoulder mobility, and make you a little bit taller. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.